Okay, so what I'm going to do, I shut my other windows just for right now. We'll get back to that stuff later. I'm going to go ahead and go File, and I'm going to go to Open. And what I asked you to do last week was download that file somewhere. In mine, I put mine in my 259 directory under Project Detail File, and then I just open that file. Okay, and that file is going to take a minute or so to open with you and your Revit, and with all of us having different memory. Even mine saying not responding right now. So hopefully it only take a few seconds. I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording again. Okay, so here this plan is open, and there are a lot of little details in here. A lot of them are drafting views. If you look under this, you can close a lot of these, right? But you notice how I have a bunch of drafting views here? And these might be ones that are going to be helpful to you one day. So hold on to this file. There's a lot of little things that would be very beneficial for you in here. We're not going to need all of them, but I'm going to go ahead and grab quite a few of them. For instance, I may come in here and grab this legend sheet right here, and I'll hold down Control, right? And while I'm in here, I might say, hey, let me grab this casework detail. Maybe I could use that. Sync and a base detail for like the lab. And again, I got to hold down Control when I do that. Maybe I go through here and I grab these door sills, right? And a stair rail, and a typical gypsum board partition framing, and a flooring transition detail I might need, and then handrail details, and the way handrails mount on ramps and stairs, and then a head and jam detail at a door, and maybe this borrowed light one. I may or may not need them, but it's good to grab certain ones. Then as I'm coming down, I could grab these two planned stair rail details. And then while I'm coming down here, I could say, maybe that's pretty good. Let's see. Hey, a fire rated partition detail, and furring at the existing exterior wall. Partition through ceilings, half height partition, partition to deck. I'm just grabbing all these good details that I might need. And once I do that, if I right click, I can put copy to clipboard right here. See that? And it's copied to clipboard. Now I can go to my other Revit model that I'm in, and now I can right click. Can I paste this anywhere? All right. Let's see if I can paste this. If I go to insert, right? Let's see if I can paste these somewhere, because these are drafting views. So if I've copied these drafting views, how would I get them over, right? Is it really that simple to copy and just paste? Or can I hit Control V, and once I hit Control V, see how it's bringing them over? I'm going to say OK. All right. So you didn't see right away an option to drop those in, but it's just like copying and pasting into a Word file in a sense. So now these files are all transferring over. I didn't have them before. It's going to take a couple more seconds. All right. And it renamed one of the file. But now if I go down to my drafting views, look what I have here. I've got all these drafting views. See that? And we can use some of this stuff on our drawings. These are very handy, people. We'll probably use one of those sill details. Look at that stair rail. There's a partition detail. We can use that for gypsum board framing. There's flooring transitions. We're going to be able to use those and drag those on sheets. I'm going to show you how to do that. So all these are good details that we're able to get, and where we get them from is from that file I gave you. And these are details that are already drawn. Remember, I told you I was going to take care of you. I didn't want you to have to do a lot of drawing of this kind of stuff. So I'm going to show you where we're going to put some of those as we go forward over the next couple of days to help you get this done. So there won't be a lot of work that you have to do. You just have to watch the video and put it where you need to put it. So here are all those different transitions for a 1 hour wall and a 2 hour wall. That way we don't have to show them all on the plans. We can show details for them. All right. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my other file, as you can see, I've got a bunch of different windows that are open, right? So I want to make sure I get back to my proper view, and then I can close the other windows in here. And I can go back in this file, and I may see some other ones, some other drafting views that I could use. And this is the nice thing you'll learn in the future about using old Revit files and old projects to bring families and information into new projects. See, we're just looking at drafting views right now, but what if I went down to the families and I saw in the families something I wanted to use, right? What if there was a certain window in here I wanted? Like if I went in here and I saw they had some of these sliding windows or these fixed windows. Maybe I wanted one of them. I'm not going to use any of these, but I could copy those over. The same is true with the doors or different floors that are in here, right? I can bring those over into other items, even other detail items I could bring over and be able to use. So it's handy to be able to have multiple files open at once to pull details over. I think for right at the moment, I believe we're okay. I'm just going to take another peek at a few more of the standard details to see if there's something else I want to show right now. But I think I'm pretty good with these. Maybe I'll come in here and say, yeah, maybe gypsum board column furring at steel framing, and these ones under here. I'm just going to grab all these typical mounting heights. Let's look at that one real quick. That's a handy one, right? We'll probably use this one as well, so that's a good one. So again, I'm going to start at the right here, you know, because we've got some of that storefront. I'm just going to grab the rest of these, right? And I'm going to right click and say copy to clipboard. And then I'm going to go back to my other file and I'm going to just Control V. It's going to pull those in. I think there might be one or two duplicates. I'll just hit OK. And so that should wrap it up and pull the rest of those details in, and they're coming in right now. Okay, so as this video finishes up, you'll see how these are dropping in. It can take a few minutes depending on how much memory you got. If you only want to bring over 3 or 4 at a time, bring over 3 or 4 at a time. And again, we may not use every single one of them, but as you can see, having a lot of these things available to you, this file that I gave you is chock full of really good details. They actually came from an old firm I used to work at. So, you know, use them however you need them. Use them properly, but use them however you need them, okay? And I'm going to give you guys about 15 minutes or so, and we'll pick up at about maybe 5 minutes after 9 and move on to the next video.